Next, let us study about battery charging. Battery charging involves a battery charger and charge equalization. First, battery charger. So, charging a battery requires constant voltage and current, and also it requires very careful control of current and voltage. So, we know that for battery charging, DC is required. So, in case of solar panel, if we charge battery with solar panel, DC is directly obtained. But in case of AC source, we have to convert this AC into DC. Then only battery will store the charge. So, for that, power electronic converters are required. That is, rectifier is required for converting this AC into DC. And also the DC stored inside this battery should have less ripple content, and also it should be very well smoothed. So these power electronic converters increases the cost of battery, and also there should be control of voltage. That is, if the variation of DC voltage goes below the battery voltage, then there will be no charging, and if the ripple content is very high, it will damage the battery. So sufficient care should be taken to eliminate this ripple content. So this is battery charger. So as I said earlier, we need rectifiers and also smoothing circuit to reduce the ripple content and also convert AC to DC. So this increases the cost of battery charger, especially for high current chargers. Next one is charge equalization. So charge equalization means if we draw current from a battery, not all the individual cells in the battery lose the same amount of charge. Some cells will lose the charge as the same amount that we required, and some will lose the charge, that is more charge, they will lose more charge. So this happens because of the self discharge effect. That is, self discharging takes place at different rates in different cells. So this issue is mainly because of manufacturing variations and also because of changes in temperature. So that is, the cells in a battery will not all be at exactly at the same temperature. So if, for example, if we charge or if we take 50% of the charge from a battery, then some cells will lose 52, that is for example, if we take 50% of the charge from the battery, then some cells will lose more than this 50%. That is, let's say for 52%, they will lose 52%, and some other cells will lose more than that, for about 60%. So if the battery is recharged with enough for the good cell, then the cells more prone to self discharge will not be fully recharged. So that's a main issue in battery charging. So there is a comparison shown in this table. That is, two cells are compared for different events. So first column shows state of charge of cell A, second column is state of charge of cell B. So first event is fully charged. So that is, the battery is fully charged. In that case, cell A as well as cell B, the state of charge is 100%. That is 100% charged in cell A and also cell B. And if the event is 50% discharge, that is, if we take 50% charge from the battery, then state of charge of the cell A, in actual case it should be 48%, but in actual case it should be 50%, but in due to this discharge rate, state of charge of cell A is 48% and state of charge of cell B is 40%. And if 50% charge is replaced, then state of charge of cell A is 98% and state of charge of cell is 90%. And if we discharge 60%, then in actual case it should be 40% charge should be there in the cells, but in cell A it is 35% and in cell B it is 19%. So comparing with different events, it is seen that cell A is almost having a good quality than cell B, because cell B is having higher self discharge rate and also slight manufacturing fault. So this is charge equalization. Thank you.